For 28 years, the Berlin Wall divided families, friends, and an entire nation. But what really led to its fall? Today, we uncover the untold story behind this world-changing moment and explore how politics, protests, and the desire for freedom reshaped history. After World War II, Germany was split into two very different countries. The eastern part, East Germany, fell under Soviet control and became a communist state, while West Germany, supported by the United States, Britain, and France, embraced democracy and capitalism. The border between these two states was more than a line on a map. It was a growing divide between two ideologies. Many East Germans began fleeing to the West in search of freedom, jobs, and a better life. By the late 1950s, the East German government faced a major problem: losing too many of its citizens. To stop these defections, they built a massive barrier, the Berlin Wall, in 1961. The wall wasn't just concrete and barbed wire, it was a symbol of oppression. Families were separated overnight, friends lost contact. Neighborhoods were divided, escape attempts were met with deadly force. Over 100 people died trying to cross the wall, and countless others lived in fear. Yet, behind the visible barrier, political and economic tensions were growing. The Eastern Bloc was struggling under strict control and economic stagnation, while Western Europe prospered. Citizens in East Germany began quietly resisting, and the pressure on the government steadily increased. By the late 1980s, the Soviet Union was weakening, and the Eastern Bloc began to crumble. Protests erupted across East Germany, demanding freedom and reform. Faced with mounting pressure, East German leaders were caught in a dilemma: either maintain strict control or respond to the will of the people. On November 9th, 1989, a government announcement mistakenly suggested that the border was open immediately. Crowds rushed to the checkpoints. Guards, overwhelmed and confused, allowed people to cross freely. Citizens began chipping away at the wall, tearing down years of division with their bare hands. What had seemed impossible for decades suddenly became reality. The fall of the Berlin Wall was more than a political event, it was a cultural and human milestone. It showed the power of public pressure, the fragility of oppressive regimes, and the enduring desire for freedom. Families reunited, a nation healed, and history was forever changed. Today, fragments of the wall remain as reminders of both division and hope. By understanding events like these, we gain insight into the forces that shape our world and the courage it takes to fight for freedom. What other historical events quietly shape the world behind the headlines? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into history, politics, and controversy, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.